These things are amazing. I've always been so fascinated with breadfruits.
Yep.
But how do we change the mindset of farmers that are so used to farming one type of crop?
Yep.
And now, we're trying to encourage them or educate them about sustainable crops. How do we change that mindset?
Well, it takes people like Prakash, because for us farmers, seeing is believing. And it's taken like 7-8 years for us to get to this point. And now we're able to bring farmers here, expose them to what Prakash has done, and Prakash can give him some of the, the benefits in diversifying into this kind of sustainable commercial farming. And I think that's when you can change the mindset, because if you even go to the agricultural colleges, if you read the books, you can Google anything about breadfruit, there's a big difference when you follow the theoretical route opposed to coming to an actual farm and talking to the farmers who are well versed with the topic.
Yeah.
And the good thing with talking with farmers, they'll give you all the good news and the bad news. They'll give you all the pros and cons about it, their own personal experience, and they'll give you all the good information that you need. And the good thing about it is there's a lot of science to back up all this work that we're doing. It all started off doing a lot of literature survey, talking to scientists all over the world, and trying to come up tailoring this own system to fit our conditions here in Fiji. So it's not just about hearsay. It's actually backed by science, all this work that we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's the most fascinating part. Research has taken the lead in all the work that we've been doing. And now it's translated to the farm, and it's actually translated to the farmer making money. And now we can show everybody that investing in breadfruit commercial production is an option going into the future, not only for climate change, but also as a livelihood.
Yeah.
And we want to encourage a lot of farmers to come and visit this farm, just to see what he's doing and see where they can some of the issues that he's facing, and then they'll be able to translate it on their own farms. One of the big issues we faced when we started off this project was the planting material. We still have a lack of good quality planting material. And I was talking about the two varieties that we are trying to invest in. These two varieties are mainly grown in Vonolevu. This is sort of like the hotspots for Mbalekana and Utondila. And we've been able to bring it here to the cane belt, and it's acclimatized to these conditions, but it comes with its challenges as well. You have to invest in fertilizing, you have to invest in irrigation, and then you'll get a crop like this. So I think the best way to change the mindset of farmers who are wanting to diversify is to actually come to farms like these and let the farmer talk to you himself, and you get a better feel of the whole idea. And plus you have then you'll probably make a better informed decision, because you can read about it, you can talk to other scientists, you can talk to other people who are doing it, talk to the farmers, and then you make an informed decision, whether you think it's a good way to go or not. To bringing people here, we're actually not encouraging people to grow all these crops. This is just sort of like a library of information, and the farmer themselves, they make the call, they make the decision whether to invest in breadfruit or not. The last thing we want is farmers investing in breadfruit commercial production, and then he hits a roadblock in terms of pest and disease, and then he comes back to us and tells us, you didn't tell us about pest and disease. So that's why we want you to come, talk to the farmer, see some of the issues at hand. The fruit fly issue, big issue for us. You'll see a lot of the fruits, they'll be just nearing maturity and they'll drop. And the farmers are asking, hey, what's wrong with our breadfruit? So apart from fertility, we've also got a big fruit fly issue. So these are some of the things that you should know before you venture into a crop such as breadfruit. And like I said, we're moving in from wild harvest to commercial orchard system. So the domestication of this crop took us some years. And I think we're at the point where we can encourage more farmers to invest in this crop. And the big picture is getting this breadfruit connected to a processor who can convert this breadfruit into flour. And that'll offset the input of or the importation of flour in the future. As you know, climate change is going to play a big role in to do with crops, especially with the grain crops, rice and wheat. Just 1 degree change in the temperature will basically we'll expect an increase in egg inputs, and increase in egg inputs will mean an increase in the price of flour and rice as well. And we know for a fact that a lot of this rice and wheat, the people that grow it, Vietnam, Malaysia, and all these other places, we know for a fact that 60% of what they grow is consumed locally for them. Only 40% is traded internationally. So for us in the future, these are the things that are gonna count. Trying to offset the importation of flour and rice. So breadfruit, I think, is one of the crops that we should focus on. And Prakash and his expertise is a good learning tool for everybody in the future.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.